Hi everybody, it's Marigold and another Christmas video. Now, this is a bit of a make. I'm not making cocktails, I'm not making food. It's just something that one of my good friends does actually as well. Nova Gina, she does this too. Quite a lot of people I know do this. What it is we all love a fancy candle. You can see I've got one burning away there. And this fancy candle it's in its prime there. It's going beautifully, isn't it? All the wax is burnt evenly. It's having a lovely time. But anyone who likes a fancy candle does know that sometimes towards the end, they do what we call is tunnelling. So tunnelling in a candle is basically when it doesn't get hot enough and you blow it out. So it starts to tunnel and you get lots of wax around the edge. So what I have found, I'm a big fan. I mean, this is a Yankee candle. I do love Yankee candles. I like woodwick candles as well. They're amazing. What you find is sometimes you get to the end of the candle, it doesn't burn anymore, but you're left with a lot of wax. And before, I would honestly just throw them away because what else do you do? What else do you do? So today I'm going to show you how to make your old bits of waxy candles into your very own wax melts. And because obviously you've bought the high quality candle, you know it's going to be high quality wax full of high quality oil as well. So it's a really, really simple process. There's a little bit of work involved, but you're going to get hours more lovely scent from something that you otherwise would have thrown in the bin. Now, for the first time on my YouTube channel, I'm going to get a bit technical, i.e. going to do something, you know, in the kitchen. So I want you to come and join me in the kitchen just to show you how we melt the wax down, okay? So come and join me. So you need to create a double boiler, a bit like when you're melting chocolate. The Americans call it a double boiler, we call it a bain-marie because we're European, well, for the minute anyway. So obviously this is something you've got to do as a big grown-up. Make sure you take all the safety precautions. Don't have any handles hanging over the edge of your hob. That would be very silly. And also don't let it get too high. This is going to take a few minutes, but wait until all the wax is liquid and then you can move on to the next stage. Really, really simple. Don't overfill your pan either. Okay, so you can keep boiling it for ages and ages and ages. It's going to sit in there and wobble about like an old lady on a mobility scooter on cobbles. But because I'm showing you today, I'm not going to wait too long. So about half the wax in that candle is melted. To be fair, this one has got probably got more life in it, but I'm melting it because it has tunneled so much that it doesn't burn nice anymore. And I really like the fragrance. One slight side effect of this whole process is your house is going to smell absolutely gorgeous. So, you know, that's not a bad side effect at all, is it? So, do be careful when you're taking it out. Remove the pan from the heat. And then you need an oven glove or a good towel, something like that. Please be careful. I don't want to get any complaints from people who've tried it and ended up hurting themselves. So, take your jar out. Now, one of the things, normally I'd decant it into a bowl or a cup I don't really like, and then it's easy to get rid of the wax afterwards. But because I am an occasional fat cow, what I've discovered is KFC are doing these gravy jugs at the moment. Now, you do know, anyone who's ever been to KFC before will know that KFC, it's actually a regulation that they need to keep their gravy between 2000 and 2500 degrees. It has to be hot enough to take the entire face off a toddler. So I fell off the wagon and had to take away last week. And I saved these and I made some melts for the purposes of display today, last week. And these jugs are really good. Because they're double walled, they're meant to deal with hot liquids. Wax melts between I think about between 50 degrees and 80 degrees. So your wax is really hot here. There we go, just touching it because I'm living my life on the edge. So, so I'm going to decant it into one of these. If you were going to do it, if you're going to do it on the regular, just pick a Tupperware you don't use very often, or that you don't like rather, because that's probably the best way. And then you want to decant the wax into either your Tupperware or, in this case, my little jug. So I'm just going to pour that in. Obviously be very careful because there's a big lump of wax in there. So I'm just pouring that out. I'll show you actually. Sorry, I'm doing it to the side just to be careful. There is a big lump of unmelted wax in there, but that's okay. You can go back and melt it again. The thing with wax is it's going to wait for you. You can use it whenever you like. I got a bit on my hand there, look. I'm okay, I'm not burned in any way. It's like, remember the man without a face, Mel Gibson? Right, anyway. And if you ever spill wax on your clothes, it's very easy to get off. I'll do that in another household hints thing. Right, the next stage is really easy. I got these moulds on Amazon. They were about £7 and they come with a little pipette as well, a little dropper which you can use. If you're just using it in a Tupperware, then I just use a dropper. But thankfully, these little KFC doofers have got their own pourers built in. How good is that? Now, I haven't had a sip of wine for a while, so please don't get drunk while you're doing this. Because obviously you're dealing with hot wax and you've got to be very careful. So I'm going to do you some pineapples, and we're doing pineapples with this rather gorgeous orange. Originally, what was the candle originally? Sunset Breeze. I had it in my toilet. So I'll bring you in close so you can see how we're going to fill the moulds. Okay. So you could use a dropper. That's absolutely fine. I'll just show you with a dropper. You just take it up. Always tap it because you might get a little bit dropping off. Depending on the mould, you might need to do it a few times just to fill it. And then don't worry if you get any on your surfaces, it's absolutely fine. As soon as it dries, it'll be hard, so you can just crack it off. Not crack one off, crack it off. And then it won't be a problem. So wax is really easy to clean up on hard surfaces. Don't, for the love of God, get it on a carpet, especially if you live with your mother. Obviously, I've got this rather handy pourer, so it's a lot easier. One thing I would say is though, it does behave a little bit like gravy. You can slightly overfill, but it's about knowing when. And then obviously once the air in the wax evaporates from the boiling, you will get a slight dip in there, but that's absolutely fine because they're not perfect shop bought wax melts, are they? They're made with love by you. So what I'm going to do is, while we're all up close, I'm going to get a little bit more wax into there. So, as I said, just be very careful. The wax is not boiling, but you don't want to be spilling it. You just want to be responsible. And then there's a big wad of wax in there still for later on, so I can make more melts with that, which is going to be great. And then I'm just going to continue. Can you see there? I'm just going to continue filling this mould. Oh, I'm tempting fate trying to get another 6 here. I don't think I will. Oh, one shy. Do you know what? It'll drive me mad if I don't do that. So I'm just going to see if I can get a little bit more. Just a little bit more. Nah, I'm tempting fate a bit too much. Let's just put it in anyway for the purposes of the demonstration. So there we go. These are honestly so handy. There we go. Okie dokie. Right, and then all you want to do is put that somewhere where it's not going to be disturbed and let it dry. I'm just going to pop it there because I'm not doing anything else. Not doing any more demonstrations. Let it dry. Air dry. Don't cool it down. If you could put them in the fridge or things like that. You don't want to do that because if the air disappears from it too quickly, you're going to get cracks in it, and you don't want cracks in it or anything like that. So let those dry. It doesn't take long for them to dry out, and then you can pop them out of the moulds. And just to show you for the purposes of the demonstration, so I will actually bring you back in again. I've got some here that I've done before, and the thing is as well, you're not going to fill a whole sheet because you're using your little odds and sods, aren't you? So these ones are some little flamingos that I used at the bottom of a festive cocktail candle from last year. And they look fabulous. There we go, there's 6 of those bad boys. And it's really good because you're not wasting. Honestly, I'd have just thrown the candles away and not thought anything of it. There we go. And then we've got some little cacti there, which are made from a really lovely frosted spruce, which was the fragrance before this perfect tree, which I've got burning at the moment. I love my candles. I love the house to smell nice. And then finally, I've got some little palm trees. You'll probably notice it is Christmas, but I've gone festive with my theme. And I've got some palm trees there, which I made with the gorgeous Japanese camellia Yankee candle there. And they look so cute. They're so cute. And they do smell really, really good. So if you are a bit hard up this year, I know a lot of us are, they do make really, really nice gifts. You can get little gift bags online for next to nothing. Here's some others that I've made in the same fragrances. And, you know, it's a thoughtful little gift. People love wax melts. You know, when you go to little independent shops, they cost you money. These are something you can make from something you'd otherwise throw away. Make sure you got a good variety. You don't want your friends thinking that you're not thinking of them properly. There you go, there's 12 in there. Shove them in a little bag. Nice little ribbon on and a little card. That's a fantastic gift idea, isn't it? You know, and it's something that you've made yourself as well. So I always think if you can put some thought into something, it's better than something that you've just gone to the shop and bought and then just chucked it over to them. So it's dead simple. It is a little bit of a, it's not dangerous. I don't want to say dangerous. I just want to say it requires a bit of brain power. Not that sort of brain power, although I will have a sip. And it's dead simple. And that's it. So I want you to give it a try. I want you to let me know in the comments how you get on. And also, let me know what candles you've used. If you've not just used Yankees, if you've gone for a wood wick or any of the other candles that are out there on the market, I'd really, really be interested to hear what you've done, how you've done it, and more importantly, how it turns out. So there we have it. So there you go. It's as simple as that. Don't waste those candles that have burned right down. All that wax can be recycled and used to make your very own wax melts that you can use yourself or you can give away to your friends and family as a cheap but really, really thoughtful gift. I hope you enjoyed the video and I hope to see you again. And don't forget to click like and subscribe. And Merry Christmas! Hi, it's Marigold. Thank you so much for watching my Christmas video. Please, 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 if you get a moment, hit subscribe and the notification bell. And don't forget to check out my other videos too. As I said, thanks for watching. And more importantly, please have a very Merry Christmas.